Whether you like to call them modern classics, sport heritage, neo-sports or modern retro motorcycles, the market for classically styled motorcycles continue to thrive in 2022. Brands like Ducati with their Scrambler range and BMW with the R9T have experienced huge success with their modern interpretations of classic styles. In fact, we've now seen modern retro models from almost every mainstream manufacturer. The Yamaha XSR700 is one of the best modern retro bikes. It's got more than enough power to effortlessly induce grins. For 2022, Yamaha has left things almost entirely untouched in the XSR700's performance department, but they've made a few tasteful styling tweaks. First up, the 2022 model gets a new LED headlight, but they retain the classic round headlight bucket. A pair of larger front discs boasting ABS step up the stopping power, and they've slightly revised the gauge layout for a cleaner finish. Yamaha is also now offering the XSR700 in two inspired new color schemes, Heritage White or Heritage Black, with scallop pinstripes inspired by the 80s two-stroke legend, the RD350LC. For 2022, the larger capacity XSR900 is getting more significant upgrades compared to the smaller sibling. The XSR900 was already considered by some as the most aggressive modern retro on the market. Similar to all the previous XSR900 editions, the 2022 model is based on the latest Yamaha MT-09. However, this year that has resulted in some big changes thanks to a dramatic revision of the MT. The changes translate to more power, less weight and an even more refined chassis. The new 119 horsepower 93 Nm power figures are attributed to an increased capacity of 889cc and a revised, more evocative exhaust tune. In terms of styling, the XSR has never been the most retro-looking modern retro on the market. For 2022, Yamaha have said they've given the bike an 80s GP racer facelift with scallop vents in the front of the tank cover and a racer-style filler. The 2022 XSR900 colorways include a black, red and a blue-yellow scheme, with the latter of which is a nod to the livery of the 80s-90s racer Christian Sarin. There is no disguising that Team Green's Z900RS is a hot favorite. The Z900RS has true classic appeal and it was designed as a homage to the legendary Kawasaki Z1, but like all of these modern retro motorcycles, it's powered by the latest Kawasaki engineering and technology. The new special edition model adds upgraded suspension and brakes to the retro sports model as well as an all-new colorway. The upgraded suspension package includes a set of fully adjustable gold anodized USD forks at the front and a fully adjustable Öhlins S46 rear shock with a remote preload adjuster. The Z900RS SE yellow ball paint uses a metallic Diablo black base under bold yellow details. To tie the whole look together, the SE also comes with a set of premium gold-looking anodized rims, and as you would expect, this version of the Z900RS comes at a higher price than the standard version. Suzuki first released its Katana model during the 1980s, making it a comparatively recent influence for today's much admired retro motorcycles. It's easy to see why the renowned Japanese company wanted to bring this back. The Suzuki Katana is a gorgeous, sporty looking bike with unique bodywork, offering a modern twist on the 1982 GSX S1100 Katana. Handling this retro bike is a pleasure, with quality steering and grip in all weather conditions and plenty of wind protection from the naked riding position. Its 999cc long-stroke inline 4-cylinder motor gives more torque than its predecessor and comes encased in a lightweight cast aluminum chassis for extra kick throughout the full range of revs. The British motorcycle manufacturer Triumph still retains an eye on its illustrious past with the Triumph Speed Twin. Inspired by the Triumph Thruxton, the Speed Twin brings additional comfort to the table while improving a range of other factors, including stopping power, poise and overall ride quality. An affordable slice of retro riding, Triumph's Speed Twin upgrades its later deck counterpart with the addition of ABS brakes, a Euro 5 compliant exhaust system, and a 1200cc parallel twin engine. This engine is lighter than that of the Thruxton, capable of delivering 99 horses and packing a punch when the rider dials in the revs, with additional torque delivered down the lower ranges. Of course, Triumph has seen fit to include plenty of modern tech, so expect to get the usual selection of riding modes, traction control, ABS and immobilizer for the money. While BMW's R90 range is largely inspired by models from the 60s, 70s and 80s, the Bavarian brand opted to turn the clock quite a bit back further when seeking inspiration for its all-new cruiser model, the R18. Styled after the BMW's 1930s era R5 model, along with influence from a few other Depression-era bikes, the R18 is powered by the largest displacement boxer engine BMW Motorrad has ever produced, with a more than 750-pound machine being kicked along by an enormous 1800cc mill. This fantastic piece of machinery doesn't come cheap, but for your hard-earned cash, you'll get a combination of top-level build quality and reliability, which is virtually unrivaled at this price point. Ducati first introduced its original Scrambler range in 1962, so when the iconic Italian brand was looking to release a modern retro line in the mid-2010s, the company turned to the 60s era Scrambler for inspiration. Now accounting for more than a quarter of Ducati Motors' overall global sales, the Scrambler range features a wide array of variants, including the Desert Sled and a Cafe Racer version, though the classically styled base model in the range is the retro-themed Scrambler icon. The air-cooled engine is based on the 796 Monster unit first released in 1962, bringing in all new injectors, exhausts and airbox to compete with the best modern motorcycles in its range. Wonderfully epitomizing the modern retro class, this machine sports an attractive old-school appearance and thoroughly modern components and tech. There's no doubt that the Ducati Scrambler icon is a cool-looking motorcycle, effortlessly blending classic aesthetics with modern technology. The best retro motorcycles bring together the perfect combination of vintage bike aesthetics and shapely designs with the cutting-edge features and handling found in contemporary bikes. If you're into modern retro motorcycles, which would be your pick and why? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, then smash that like button, and if you'd like to catch more motorcycle news and content, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.